Another day and another potentially stressful job for Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor. This morning, they're in Birmingham to recover a £3,350 debt owed to a landlord for unpaid rent.
Oh, early start.
Early start, Vic. Very early start.
Early bird catches the worm and all that.
Well, it depends what the worm is, isn't it?
The writ instructs Stuart and Vic to collect payment today or remove assets to cover the debt.
It's not a bad area, though. So hopefully when we get there, hopefully there might be a car on the drive, because most of these houses have got big long drives.
But the person named on the writ is not the tenant. It's her father. He agreed to be the guarantor if his daughter fell behind with the rent. Now, he's liable for the debt.
Ooh, burger bar.
Cath's Kitchen.
Cath's Kitchen.
And a plate number, which I will do an HPI on right away.
There's a car and a mobile kitchen in the driveway. These are assets they could seize if the tenant's father can't or won't pay.
Cath's Kitchen. Oh, I'll tell you what, mate, I can go for a full breakfast this morning. Maurice.
Just going to do an HPI, all right? It's Vic, mate, you're right.
Vic checks the car isn't on finance, while Stuart approaches the house.
Hello there, sir. We're after Mr. Palmer.
Yeah.
Is that yourself? Name's Mr. McCracken. I'm a High Court enforcement agent from Direct Collection Bailiffs. It's regarding an outstanding High Court writ.
Going through, love. We've been to court.
Yeah. Like I said, so what's happening with this? You said it's going through court at the moment.
Yeah,
Oh
I've been
my
there to
God.
court. How long ago was it?
Oh, you went up there last week, love, and
Last
offered-
week.
Yeah.
I've been up there before. I've been up to the court to say that how much I'm willing to pay.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
my circumstances.
The fact of the matter is, because it's been transferred to the High Court, we are now here to
Well,
take
we've
control.
done this before.
We're here to take control of goods unless payment is made.
Oh, what can you take?
The total amount outstanding is £3,349.75.
No,
It is.
It's 2,200.
It's because it's been transferred to the High Court. There's no fees involved.
Why haven't we been informed? We've been
You would have been informed.
We haven't been
Yeah,
informed.
you would have been informed.
How?
The debt started off as a county court judgment, which can be paid in instalments. But the landlord wanted his money back fast and escalated the case to the High Court.
My daughter wanted to rent a house, but I signed as guarantor for her. She didn't.
Keep up with the repayments, and so they come to
She
you.
missed a month's repayment, but she got in touch with him. She told him all this and said, "Oh, look, I haven't got the money." That she changed the circumstances. Her husband split, and he took us to court. Then, when he got to court, he said that she'd missed 3 months.
Yeah.
No, I know my daughter. My daughter wouldn't miss 3 months' time, knowing I'm the guarantor and would have to pay it. You know, so we went to court. They turned around and found in his favour. Now, I've done everything by the book. I've told them that I can't afford to pay.
The High Court would have sent warning to Mr. Palmer that he needs to pay immediately. But the agent's visit has come as a shock.
Fact of the matter is that if payment isn't made, we will have to take control of goods. So you need to find some
You'll
sort of-
have to go back to the court.
We're not going back to court. We're here now to execute a High Court writ. So you need to make a payment.
It's not ours, love.
Okay, that's the letter that's been sent out on the 12th of the 5th.
Tell you what, he's a right bastard, and I don't
So-
swear he's a right bastard.
I can give you half an hour to see what you can do with
We haven't
regards to
got any
funds.
money.
We'll have to take control of goods then,
can't.
including the assets on the driveway at the moment.
That's my son's. That's
Okay.
my wife's. And
We
the
need to get
house is
proof of
rented.
that. We need to get proof of that.
Well, my son's
I'm in
a
Las Vegas at the moment.
Right. Okay. Well, what will happen is the vehicles will get removed
You're not
today.
taking that.
Okay.
You're not.
We need to see some
Sorry,
documentation
you're
for
not
that.
taking it.
We
That's
need to see
my
some.
car.
Okay.
Our
We need to
car,
see
the
some
only
proof for
transport
that.
we've got.
You can establish in the first 10 minutes what's important to them and what's not. And you got to play on that, unfortunately. You got to find out what is valuable to them, what they don't want to lose. But everybody's got pressure points. If someone's got a car and he doesn't want to lose his car and it's free of finance, you've got two options. You're either going to pay or we're going to take it away.
It becomes clear the defendant can't pay.
Yeah, I need this ASAP, mate.
Seizing the vehicles could be the agent's next option. Vic hears back from the finance check.
Right, cheers, thank you. It came back free of finance. So he allowed by law to remove it, unless they can produce paperwork showing that it's in well, the lady claims it's in her name, so if she's got a sales invoice or anything like that in her name, we won't remove it.
You've got a catering trailer there that's worth, in my opinion, maybe £5,000 if it's got the equipment in it. And you've got a Toyota RAV4 there, which 03 plate you'd probably get about 1,500 quid for, maybe 1,800 quid at the most.
Mr. Palmer finds the vehicle's paperwork. It shows his wife is the registered keeper, but it's not proof of ownership.
Have you got a sales invoice for this vehicle?
Sorry?
Have you got a sales invoice?
Oh, God. The sales invoice, we bought it second hand, as you can see, it's not a new car. There isn't any need at all for this. But, you know, we're decent people, we're not tramps.
It's
Please.
rich man versus poor man all over again, and it's just then on. We haven't done anything wrong.
He said he's done everything by the book, which is fine, but you need to remember that the client's done everything by the book as well.
Looks like a decent gentleman, pensioner, trying to help his daughter out, and then he got stung with a bull.
I suggest if you speak with your daughter, see if she's got any funds, considering that she's the one that's run up the debt in the first place.
I've been feeding her because she hasn't got any money to buy food even.
Yeah. Sadly, it's not going to stop with what we're here to do today. It's not. It's nothing to do with that, sir. Nothing to do with that at all.
They've got a job.
They've got a
Job's worth.
It can be heartbreaking, but you'd do anything for your family. I know I would. I would sign on behalf of somebody in my family, regardless of the situation, because it's your family at the end of the day. But people need to remember that you are signing if they don't pay. If they don't pay, you're liable, and you've signed a contract to say that, yes, I will be liable if you do not pay or you default on any of your payments. So I don't understand why it's a shock to people when we turn up at the door and they say, oh, we only sign guarantor. But that's what a guarantor is. But the only way it's going to get resolved is by making a payment. Somebody needs to make a payment. Somebody.
Payment of what?
Somebody.
What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to go and rob a fucking bank, are you?
That's not me to tell you what to do, sir. You know what I mean?
But all right, you've got your job to do.
Okay, so what I'll do is.
At the end of the day,
Okay, I understand that, sir.
You can't take blood from a stone.
After 20 minutes at the house, their daughter Sam, who ran up the debt, and her friend Andy arrive.
How can people seriously do? How can you seriously mind and do something like this? We've had no
Listen,
Morning.
Dad, I've tried it, they're just not interested.
You came to?
Pardon?
Are you sheriffs?
Yeah, High Court.
You go, High Court. Why has it gone to the High Court when you're still at the negotiations?
It's not. It's a CCJ. It's been honoured.
The payment has transferred to the High
So what
Court.
the claimant
what,
is.
sorry?
It's a CCJ. It's been awarded against the defendant. So
what?
what the claimant has done is transferred it to the High Court.
Tell you what, he's
In the state of a week?
Yeah.
From going from making an offer.
We're in the making an offer stage.
How much is it?
Total amount outstanding is.
It was 2,200, and now it's all of a sudden it's gone up to 3,200.
Can you do that?
It's on the
With no
record.
notification?
Stuart and Vic are at gridlock with the whole family. With tensions rising, will they get the £3,000 they came for? High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are on their way to St Helens, Merseyside, to recover a debt of over £3,000 owed to a landlord.
Yeah, it's just a residential, mate, and the claimant as well, it's just a private individual.
Private individual. So there's always a story behind a
there's
private
a story
individual.
there.
The landlord went to court when his tenant, Heidi, altered the flat and didn't restore it to its original condition at the end of her lease.
Well, this looks a bit like, it looks a bit like Ramsey Street, doesn't it?
Down we go.
She failed to pay the court-awarded costs, but Heidi's not the person named on the writ.
11. Oh, there's somebody in! Yay! Whoop, whoop, whoop.
In the kitchen.
Let's go and have a chat, eh?
Heidi's parents signed as guarantors when their daughter began the tenancy. Now they are liable for the debt.
Oh my God, it's one house. All this is one house. Hello there. After Christopher and Christine Colquitts, is that yourselves? My name is Mr. McCracken, I'm a High Court enforcement agent. It's regarding a High Court writ we've been asked to execute on behalf of Michael Cotham. Yeah.
Left next to you,
Yeah, no problem. It's regarding an outstanding High Court writ, the total amount of £3,029.27.
You don't even either.
Take it, you sign guarantors.
Well, I stood as guarantor, and I went up in court with my daughter with her.
Yeah.
And it went down to 1,000 and something, so
Yeah.
how come it's 3,000?
It will be High Court costs because it's a CCJ that hasn't been honoured, you see, so it's been transferred. So that's it there.
So what happens here now?
You need to make payment, if not, it's removal of goods.
No, there's nothing you can say, mate. Nothing. See,
That's what we have to do.
Sit down,
Yeah.
sit down.
Yeah.
Look, we are willing to work with the opposite,
Yeah,
you know, so just, we're not here to upset anyone.
No need for that. No need for that.
It's disgusting.
No, I know.
Like I said, it's upsetting for kids.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Obviously, I'm not saying that in the next half an hour we're going to start taking goods, far from it. You know what I mean? We are here to get this sorted one way or another. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, it's not my bill.
No.
It's her bill.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand that. But it's just the fact with it being a guarantor, it means that we need something one way or another. If not, we'll have to start inventory goods.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not being funny, but there's nothing you can take. Nothing.
Debt can destroy families, not just divide them, it can destroy families. I'll help my children if they need something, but I will never sign guarantor. My dad told me at a very young age, if you can't afford something, you go without it.
Heidi, the daughter who ran up the debt, isn't answering her phone.
It's our thing. You can't say our
Get round
thing.
Heidi's now, tell her, get round here. Go
Yeah.
on, run round Heidi's and tell her, get
It's
round
our
here straight
home.
away.
No, Dad,
Oh,
it's
stop
not
getting
fair.
upset.
I know.
It's not just because
Sit down.
because you help everybody else. They're not thinking of me.
It's the piss, it's always us that gets the shit. Because the building we get the fucking...
Hey, there's no need for language. Cut it out.
You try and help your kids and this. What happens?
With no word from Heidi, her mother Christine tries to track her down.
Hello? Can you get in touch with Heidi? Bailiffs are coming and take all my stuff. They're coming and sit down.
Stop getting upset.
We've stood as guarantor. But she should sort this. Oh, they're taking goods to the value £3,000 but it's her who should be paying this. Mortgage is due next week. You've not even got that until you get paid. Oh, I go. You think she's at work?
She's not been working, will it?
Her dad, Christopher, decides to confront Heidi face to face.
If you sign a guarantor, you are legally required to pay the bill if the actual tenant doesn't. They've signed to their daughter and it's backfired. Hopefully the father can get the daughter out of work, talk some sense into her. The fact of the matter is we're not here to get involved with that. We're here to collect on behalf of the claim that the law is the law. Any news?
No, she's sent her a text and she's not even heard nothing back.
20 minutes later, Heidi's dad, Christopher, calls home. He's finally managed to speak to Heidi.
How much will you accept?
So how much can you get? That's the question.
£200 and set a payment plan.
It's £3,229.27, and £200 isn't going to be enough. It's probably going to be a minimum of £1,000 because if that isn't made, then the claimant's just going to turn around and say, right, you're going to have to take the goods.
Then Christine gets news that she can't quite believe.
She turned around and she said it's human debt you paying.
Is that what she said, that it's your debt sorted out? Unbelievable.
With daughter Heidi refusing to help, her family now face a crisis. Stuart and Vic were in Birmingham to collect a High Court writ of £3,350 caused by a tenant defaulting on their rent.
What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to go and rob a fucking bank, are you?
That's not me to tell you what to do, sir. You know
They
what I
were
mean?
authorised to collect the money from the father of the tenant, as he'd signed as guarantor.
But the only way it's going to get resolved is by making a payment. Somebody needs to make a payment. Somebody.
But Mr. Palmer claimed he couldn't pay,
Can't take blood from a stone.
and his daughter and her friend arrived to back him up.
I can people seriously do. I can you
Now a simple debt recovery has turned into a standoff.
You haven't notified these people that
Yeah,
this is going to
a
happen.
letter has been
That
sent
is
out.
notification.
A letter has been sent out.
When was the letter sent out?
12th of the 5th. Notice of enforcement was sent to this address.
So hang on. So he's kind of gone. He's jumped the gun.
But you can do.
He's jumped the gun.
That's- I mean,
he's
that's
took
what-
a legal stance and he's jumped the gun.
I wouldn't say jump the gun the second it's awarded against
Well,
you.
he's used
What was
he's
we
used-
for?
Second-
he's used the law to his. He's used the law to his advantage.
Isn't that what the law's there for?
The laws had asked him.
If the payment of £3,349 isn't made in 20 minutes, we will be taking control of goods.
Hang on a minute. Can I have a look at the?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
Normally there's a good cop and a bad cop. Because Stuart is taking the lead of the case, he will be portrayed as the bad cop. I normally try and calm the debtor down because he won't have a beef with both of us. He will normally focus on one of us and take his frustration out on that agent. That will give me the opportunity to try and calm him down. Normally take him by the arm and just say, let's step aside, let's work this out. It's £3,200 and whatever pennies. If we come to an agreement today, you make some kind of there has to be a payment today. There's no doubt about that. To stop any action from removing vehicles.
Which has Stephen here, I tell you.
It's a stalemate. But then the daughter's friend makes a surprising offer.
So you're in position to cut a deal.
What kind
on
of
that
deal?
amount.
What kind of deal?
Well, they agreed to paying that in court.
Right?
I'll give you that right now.
No. There needs to be the full amount. If not, it's removal of goods.
Right, okay, I'll pay you now.
Okay, how can you make the payments?
Debit card.
Debit
Pay the whole
card.
lot now.
I don't want you to
Pay the whole lot now.
The family friend has agreed to pay off the debt.
This man has took full advantage of this old couple. Sam rented a house off this guy. He was very naughty with the way he's kippered her up regards payments, regards damage to the house. She actually done the house out. He's gone after him, gone for this debt. But to try and enforce it onto her mum and dad, who are retired people, not good enough.
I'll take the notice off the vehicle, eh?
I'm just a friend of the family, just trying to keep everybody happy here.
So if that's go through, so should we have the signal?
I've taken the notice off the vehicle. According to us, this is the end.
There you go.
These aren't people who are trying to run and hide. These are people who are trying to deal with things. These are genuine people. These aren't duckers and divers with the dealers. I would have helped them out. They're too proud. That's the problem. Yeah. Unfortunately.
I appreciate your level head, sir.
Got to be level-headed.
All the best anyway, though,
All
sir.
the best to yourself.
I think he is a genuine guy. He's trying to help the family out, which is fair play to him. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think we got a good result.
The case is resolved and the family's cars are safe, thanks to their daughter's friend. High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor were in St Helens to enforce a writ.
Christopher and Colquitts, regarding a High Court writ we've been asked to execute.
Christopher and his wife Christine acted as guarantors for their daughter Heidi's rental flat. They are liable for a £3,000 debt after she moved out.
I think she's at work.
Her father Christopher went to see her, but she refused to help.
So now that she said it, she would let you pay it.
Now the couple have to make payment today or face goods being taken away to cover the debt.
Mom is very upset, as you can understand, trying to help the kids doing the right thing, and then it turns right and bites them in the ass.
Heidi's father is still out trying to raise some funds.
I feel sorry for me, it's every hour God sent 12-hour shifts. I hard
then
day's
gets-
work and then you get this. It's not fair.
The situation is dividing the family.
What kind of son daughter she is?
Stop
Stop
swearing,
swearing.
please.
Everybody swears.
Yeah, but there's
not.
no need.
There is a big need. This isn't your debt, this is Ivy's debt.
That's what happens when she brushes things under carpet and buries their head in sand.
Alright, for Ivy, she's going on a nice sunny holiday, isn't she, in a few days?
Shocking that you help your kids. Is that you turn down?
You want the money, you're going to make yourself feel. Stop getting upset.
Debt is one of the worst things. It can split families up, it can tear families apart, but it can also bring families together as well.
A family member returns to help out.
There's 300.
No way. No.
She's not being a part of the family any fucking longer. Mum, don't get upset.
Lord, you can't leave yourself with nothing.
It's clear the family can't cover the £3,000 debt. And with little to take away, Stuart calls the office.
The parents have been spot on, in all fairness. Obviously panicked and worried and everything like that. The father's gone to see the daughter at work, and the daughter's turned around and gone, well, it's your debt, you pay for it then. If I'm completely honest, we need to come up with a payment plan because there's nothing much in the house. No. I'm just going to say 6 months, and then we can take it from there. He's back now. Speaks in a sec, by the way.
Nearly an hour after leaving, Christopher returns.
Yeah, all right. Go on after you.
All right. £1,000 there, mate.
Yeah, I've just spoke to the officers, shouldn't be an issue today. Yeah, okay. Look.
Christopher has managed to gather enough money to satisfy the agents today.
Do you think you'll be able to clear it before the 6 months?
We'll try and get something sorted out.
Yeah, a bit of a shock.
Yeah, of course.
You say you're trying out the kids' house.
I mean, do anything for your family, but not rubbing salt in the wounds. When your wife told me, I was like,
Wrong, innit?
yeah,
Anyway, thanks very much.
no worries. All right. So hope you get it sorted. All right.
This case has had a big impact on Stuart and Vic.
When you've got a genuine, hard-working family like that.
Yeah. I do feel for people like this. I'll be honest. I still got to take the money, but I do feel for them. I'm with you, mate.
And then the daughter to turn around and say, well, it's your debt, sort it out. That's when it hit me. And these things don't hit me at all, but oh my God.
What a daughter.
Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are in Shropshire with a writ for one of the largest debts they've had to recover. £61,000, the result of an unpaid business loan taken out by an employment training company.
We are off to Mr. Mark Gibson,
Yeah.
and the company's called Image Match Social Enterprise, CIC.
Mr. Gibson's company is no longer trading, but he signed as a guarantor for the loan, and now he's personally liable for the debt.
So we are now going to his residential address, where apparently he's been living for 15 years.
Because the debt is so large, the agents are on the lookout for any sizable assets that could be seized if the debtor can't or won't pay.
This is interesting, isn't it?
I reckon that's what, 4 mil?
Oh no, it's more than that, mate.
All sorts of people get into debt. It doesn't matter what house you've got, what car you drive. Everybody gets themselves into debt. That's a house. Collect a few more writs and you get a house like this.
There we go.
Hello there. Sorry to disturb you. We're after a Mr. Mark Gibson.
Yep,
Is that yourself, sir?
not me.
No.
Doesn't live here. See the big building over there?
Yes.
It's on the left. It's part of that building.
Thank you very much for your help.
The agents discover that Mark Gibson lives in a cottage on the estate.
Here we go.
There's a car parked outside. It's a potential asset, so the agents block it in.
Hello? Hello there. My name's Mr McCracken. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. We're after Mr Mark Gibson.
He's not here at the moment.
But are you able to get him on the phone?
I'll try.
Even though Mark isn't there, the agents have the right to search the house for assets.
Mark, it's me. There's some gentlemen that have just walked in the house. You're on private property and you need to leave now.
We won't be leaving, I'm afraid. Is he on the phone there? I can speak to him.
2 minutes.
Okay.
I mean 2 minutes.
Hello, is that Mr Gibson? Mr Gibson, good afternoon. My name's Mr McCracken. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. We've got a High Court writ to collect an outstanding balance, sir, of £61,145.33. We have gained entry to the property through peaceful means, so we are...
You are not through peaceful means.
Okay, can you just back
You are
on
in my
1 second,
property.
okay? We need to discuss this matter, okay?
Out of my property, please.
We won't be. I'll be staying inside your property. I'll be staying inside the property, sir, until we get this resumed.
Get my son.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pass you back now, okay?
He's inside the property and he won't go outside.
We're not here to cause distress, okay?
Well, you're causing me distress. I've got
we're
to
here.
go and get my little boy.
No, I understand
okay?
that.
But
we won't be
until
leaving
I
the
go and get
property.
him.
But we won't be leaving the property.
No, you're not staying inside.
We will be.
No, you're
okay?
not. Well, I'm not
we are,
here. You are
right,
not.
Okay. I need to make it clear to you. We have a High Court writ to access the property.
The agents have the right to remain in the property to draw up a controlled goods agreement. This lists any valuable items which can be seized if Mark Gibson can't or won't pay.
Can you do a quick controlled goods agreement? Just have a look.
Well, how am I supposed to get my
Is there anyone else in the property?
No.
No.
And why are you going in? You're not
I'm
being
going to make a
invited.
control goods agreement.
Vic looks for any assets that could be seized to offset the debt. 5 minutes later, with the agreement complete, the agents leave the house.
He's on his way back.
Stuart moves the van so that Mrs. Gibson can leave to collect her son.
I just want to tell you I'm sorry about this. I mean, I know it's nothing to do with you. I know it's nothing to do with you. Just go and get your son. That's the important thing.
The agents will wait outside for Mark. But the control goods agreement gives them the right to re-enter the property by force if he doesn't show up.
Feel sorry for her, I do. It's nothing to do with her.
Unfortunately, the debt has landed on her door now.
"30 minutes later, Mark Gibson arrives home.
Here's your High Court writ, sir. So we're here to collect outstanding £66,642.
No, look. I appreciate.
No.
Because of course, the thing is, I've not received anything.
You need to make a payment today. If not, we are instructed to remove goods.
Okay.
Because we've already been inside the property, sir. We can, if needs be, we can get a locksmith to re-enter the property. You need to make at least 50% today.
50%
Yeah.
of that?
Yeah.
30 grand?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Well,
what can you raise? I am prepared to work with you, I know that. But what can you raise?
sorry, I'm a human.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but this is a bill that's been outstanding that hasn't been paid for, that you've signed a personal guarantor for, so...
Yeah.
So you've signed it on the basis that you could clear it should anything happen. So we're in this situation now, so where you need to try and raise some funds.
But I look, you know what, I'm not going to jerk you around and
No,
say,
I understand that.
You're going to wait 45 minutes just to say, no, sorry guys, you're not going to get 50%.
No, I understand that, but see what you can do, okay? And then what I'll have to do is I'll have to make a call.
Even 20% of that,
Yeah.
you know, because 20% of that is still 12 grand.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
I'm not going to, why lie?
Yeah. No, you're right, sir. I know, but like I said, I can give you a bit of time to see what you can raise, okay? So we'll take it from there, sir, and we'll speak in 45 minutes, all right? When we deal with guarantor debts, they need to step up to the plate and accept responsibility for their own actions. If you're a guarantor and you've signed for it, it is your debt. Don't stand and stare, get on the phone and start making some calls.
Mark starts to try and raise some cash. Half an hour later, he makes an offer.
All I can do is sign a standing order or direct debit for 2 grand a month.
You can do that, sir, but we need a payment today.
Yeah,
You need to make some sort of payment today.
I've got no physically.
Right, we'll have to remove goods from the property.
That's my private property.
It is, but 2K is not going to be enough, sir.
I know.
It's a £66,000 debt, sir. And if you haven't come to an acceptable arrangement, then the client will then be issuing a statutory demand, which is bankruptcy, which means that the house will be at risk, because you are a homeowner.
Mark's house is now potentially on the line. As the reality of his situation sinks in, his business associate arrives.
So, yeah, what's just going to make the payment now.
A few minutes later, Mark makes his final offer.
2.5 is the most I can get.
Right. Is that what you're preparing to propose?
Yeah.
So I'll have to speak to the office about it, but thing is, if they decline it, I will have to get transport involved for goods to be removed. Right.
Stuart calls the office. With an offer of just £2,500 on a £61,000 debt, he's not optimistic.
He says he can't put his hands on that amount of money at the moment. So that's where we're at the moment. Is what it is. I'll relate the information on.
Mark's offer has been rejected.
It's going to have to be £5,000 today, mate. Some way or another. And then in 7 days' time, 15,000 to be paid, and then we can go into an agreed payment plan.
Obviously, he hasn't got £5,000.
You see what you can do. What do you reckon, Vic?
Yeah, I reckon I'm paid, mate.
I think the business partner's got something.
"20 minutes later, there's still no sign of any payment.
So where we are, guys? What's happening to this payment?
I'm just trying to work out, because I haven't got my cards with me,
Right.
where the account it's coming from and how to get it to you.
No, hang on. An hour ago, you told me I can do it on a debit card right now, okay? So what I'll do is I'll give you 5 more minutes, and then I'll be ringing transport to take control of the goods inside the property, all right?
The threat of removing goods finally prompts payment. Mark's associate, James, pays £2,500.
I just need to take a photo of that.
Mark Gibson has to pay £2,500 tomorrow and a further £15,000 in 7 days.
All right, speak to you tomorrow. So we roll, Vic.
That's how we roll, brother.
Boom.
But if Mark doesn't pay up tomorrow, his house and his family's possessions are at risk. And the team will be back.